this. We mentioned this on our program often. We are your official bird station.
Cue the bird call.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's a big step. Not any other TV station in this town was brave enough to call themselves the official bird station, but that's how provocative we are. One of our producers found our next guest and knew that our viewers would love to see her work.
That's right. Her name is Bonnie Johnson. She's a St. Paul photographer who has gained special connection with some local eagles and owls. So we want to welcome in Bonnie. Okay, it's quite fascinating that you weren't into photography until that long ago, about like 6 years or so.
That's right.
So tell us what got you interested and how you started to capture these amazing creatures.
Well, when I got a camera as a gift, the first place I went was to look for eagles. And I'd always been fascinated by them and wildlife in general. So I found a nest that was close to my home, and I started photographing the bird that was there. Unknowingly, it was the Minnesota DNR webcam nest.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So then that, I was pretty much hooked then. There was a Facebook page, so there's thousands of people who also watch this same bird. So that's basically where it started.
Yeah.
All right, well, so we're showing some of your Instagram page here. By the way, I was looking at this earlier this morning. I mean, very stunning pictures.
Thank you.
I like the sort of, you were kind of in a fall-y theme here, what we're seeing. You can sort of see the pictures evolve. Go back to the gifting of the camera.
Yeah. If someone gave me that,
nobody got you that gift, that particular lens for a gift. Did you've evolved to that?
Yes, I have.
As they say in the photography business, that's a lot of glass you have in your hand right
Yes.
there, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
No, I did not start with this.
Okay.
What I started with, I actually didn't have enough reach. So I rented.
To capture.
Correct. Yep. So I rented one. It was like a 600 millimeter lens I rented, and then after that I had to have one.
So to translate a little bit, the bigger the lens, the better capacity you have to be able to shoot from farther away.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you started out, you weren't able to shoot pictures like what we're seeing right here on this. Okay.
No, I wasn't.
But you obviously liked it and you had a capacity for it and you said, let's keep going with it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell me about your strategy, because these creatures, I mean, they're moving fast, right? And so to get that shot.
Oh, that is a cool shot.
Yeah, her name is Nancy.
Quite a personality there. Looks like she's going to be strutting around.
How far away from her were you for that shot?
So for this one, I wasn't all that far, but I'm behind a fence in this shot. There's a pond that you can obviously see right behind it. So she flew down and I think was going to get a fish.
Yeah.
I don't know any other reason why she would. I didn't see that. So I would probably say like 100 feet from here. But it's really challenging to shoot through that fence. But I was able to get that, and she took off from there. But most of the time I'm pretty far away. Okay. So I have to have this.
And are you kind of like just having some snacks until you're waiting for them to do something cool or to start moving, or what's the strategy like?
You wait and wait and wait. No snacks, none of that.
Because you're probably trying to be not noisy, or you're trying to be quiet, right?
Yeah. You just get used to it. You just it's almost like hunting. You're out in the elements. I'll have my phone and I just wait around and eventually either get the shots or you don't. Go home happy or sad.
So we showed some pictures of owls a little bit earlier, and I don't know if we can show it back up again, but your father was really big into owls, and so is this a picture of your dad?
Yeah, that is him.
That's a cool picture.
About 60 years ago, maybe more. He and his family lived out in the woods. So back then, that was what you did. You were outside all the time.
Does that owl just landed on his hand?
I know, it looks like Harry Potter.
Right?
Yes. Yeah, and it did. It would fly to him when he would get off the school bus. It got used to him because he found it when it was a baby. So I always thought that was super cool.
That is cool.
When I was a kid, like, really? A real owl?
Yeah.
Well, he must have talked about that all the time. Like, that's a
great
crazy
story.
thing.
Yeah, right.
Back in my day.
Exactly.
So then, where do you go to find? I mean, where do you go to find the owls? Where do you go to find anything? But like, where are you capturing some of these pictures?
So the owls are much harder to find for obvious reasons. They don't have a big nest that you can see. They're nocturnal. They stay hidden and they come out at night, like I was saying.
Yeah.
But so I'll find them in the woods. Sometimes you can find them if you look to see holes in trees where they nest. Most of the time, it's when they're nesting that I'll be able to find them.
Okay.
Because they're in it Otherwise, they hide, and you just can't.
Sure.
These are really good. It's just
Stunning.
you.
wow.
And again, going back to this, you've only been doing this for 6 years.
Look at the
Yes.
framing of the beak in the leaf, like right there.
This is a little baby. That's a little baby. Look how curious it looks.
It's looking right back at you.
So do you feel some kind of a connection to the birds that you're taking pictures of?
I do, and especially the one that I've photographed for 6 years. That one in
eagle.
particular,
Yeah.
because you get invested in it. You see all of the heartbreaking things that happen. You know, the nest falling and the babies, all of it. So yeah, you get really invested with it.
Now, if people love to have their wildlife represented in the area that they live, especially, so with so many of us being native to Minnesota, is there a way that we can get a hold of your prints, or what's the best way that if we wanted to follow along on your journey?
Most of what I post is on my Facebook page, which is Bonnie Johnson Photography, and then also following along on the Facebook group, Friends of Minnesota Non-Game. That one is really fun for people who love birds, because it's basically like a bird reality show. Is kind of how.
Bird reality show.
I love that.
I like
Yeah,
it.
you're with thousands of other people who are super excited about the birds and everything that happens. There's another nest that has just been built. It's starting to be built right now, and so it's really fascinating to watch them build it.
And we're showing you have a
Yeah.
calendar too on Etsy here.
Yes, I
That's
created
cool.
a calendar. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, let's get some. People should buy. I mean, my goodness, what a great gift for the bird lover. Not
Thank
even a bird
you.
lover. Like, they're just really pretty.
Yeah, new appreciation for nature.
Well, Bonnie, thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Great work. We'll put a link to order her 2025 Raptor calendar as well as her Facebook page on MinnesotaLive.com.
All right, you guys, if the Christmas